Thylacosmilus lived in South America during the late Miocene and Pliocene, moving through a patchwork of woodland, scrub, and open ground as one of the continent's most unusual meat-eating mammals. At first glance, it looks like a saber-toothed cat, but it was not a true cat at all, and that difference matters when you start looking closely at its body. Its upper canine teeth were enormous and kept growing for much of its life, while deep bony flanges on the lower jaw helped shield those long blades when the mouth closed. The skull was deep, the neck was powerful, and the front of the body looks built for control and force, suggesting that close contact mattered more than high-speed pursuit. Its legs do not suggest a runner built for long chases across open country, so it likely depended on patience, cover, and short bursts of movement when the moment was right. That means the best hunting ground was probably not bare plain, but places with broken visibility like brush edges, stream corridors, scattered trees, and uneven ground. From those areas, it could stay partly hidden, watch movement, and close distance before a target had much time to react, which fits an ambush hunter better than a distance runner. Exactly what it hunted is still debated, but medium-sized prey was probably safer than attacking the biggest animals in its environment on a regular basis. South America at that time held hoofed mammals, armored forms, ground birds, and other strange animals. So Thylacosmilus lived in a world very different from the one predators know today. When it did attack, the long canines were likely used with care, aiming for a precise bite instead of wild struggling that might damage teeth that took years to grow. That does not make it weak, it makes it specialized, with a body that seems shaped for one particular way of killing rather than doing everything reasonably well. A specialized predator also needs a routine. So much of its life would have been spent walking territory lines, checking scent marks, and moving between hunting cover and resting cover. During the hotter part of the day, it likely saved energy in shade, lying low beneath brush or beside roots and rocks, where its outline was harder to pick apart. As evening cooled the ground, activity would rise again, and water sources would matter because prey trails, scent, and cover often come together near muddy banks. Rainy periods would have changed everything, turning travel paths soft, filling channels, thickening vegetation, and making parts of the landscape better for hiding and sudden attacks. Dry periods would have opened the view, pushed animals closer to reliable water, and forced a hunter like this to adjust where it waited and where it chose to move. It probably was not alone all the time, because like living mammals, it still needed mates, and females would have needed protected places to raise very small young. A den site or sheltered thicket would have been far more important than open ground then, because a young animal with growing teeth and limited strength would be vulnerable. Young Thylacosmilus would not begin as perfect hunters, and they likely learned by following, watching, and practicing short pounces, grips, and bites on small animals or carrion. Adult lives were not simple either, since rivals, scavengers, and other predators could all create pressure around a carcass, especially in places where visibility was poor. A kill near cover could be fed on quickly and guarded more easily, while a carcass left in the open would attract attention fast from any animal able to steal a meal. Its strange teeth may also mean it fed differently from a cat, perhaps opening a carcass carefully and using the head and neck in a controlled way instead of wrenching wildly. The lower jaw flanges, tall canines, and strong neck together form one of the most unusual feeding systems known in a prehistoric mammal predator. Even so, fossils do not record every behavior, so the honest answer is that some parts of its daily life remain uncertain and must be pieced together from bone and wear. What is clear is that this was not a copy of a saber-toothed cat, but a separate South American predator with its own build, its own limits, and its own hunting style. That makes Thylacosmilus important because it shows that prehistoric ecosystems could produce very different kinds of hunters that filled similar roles in very different ways. It also reminds us that a successful predator does not need to be the fastest animal in the landscape if it can stay hidden, strike close, and manage risk. For long stretches of time, that strategy worked well enough for Thylacosmilus to survive in changing habitats filled with unfamiliar prey, shifting weather, and constant competition. Then, like many prehistoric animals, it eventually disappeared, leaving behind bones that still force us to rethink what a saber-toothed predator could actually be. What remains is a picture of a quiet, heavily specialized hunter living by timing, cover, and control. And that is exactly what makes Thylacosmilus so memorable.